Welcome everybody to another video of Ancient Greece Reloaded. Today we will talk about the famous goddess Phoebe. Overall, Phoebe was the Titan goddess of brightness, radiance and prophecy. What is more, although Phoebe was the Titan goddess of brightness and radiance, she was often associated with Selene, the goddess of the moon, while she had never been referred to as the goddess of the moon. The misinterpretation probably comes because her granddaughter Artemis was also called Phoebe after her, just like her grandson Apollo was called Phobos. In both cases we are referring to the epithets given to the gods. Moreover, Latin authors were all referring to Phoebe as the moon goddess or moon itself, but they clearly had Artemis in mind by doing so. That is why the Titaness is often misidentified as the moon goddess. To the Greeks it was pretty simple and obvious that Selene was the correct goddess. Romans, on the other hand, associated Artemis, Hera and Selene to the moon, amongst others, but there was no mentioning of the Titaness Phoebe. If you guys are confused, let us clarify it for you. To begin with, Phoebe was a very popular Titan goddess, and thus pretty much everyone had something to say or to write about her. As a result, on some occasions we either have sources contradicting each other or just plainly make things more confusing than they are. Apart from it, some researchers believe that Artemis became known as the goddess of the moon because of her grandmother, aka Phoebe, whom she got the name after. Anyhow, Phoebe was rather associated with being prophetic like her sister Themis and her mother Gaia. She was also one of the 12 Titans who were the descendants of Uranus and Gaia. As a side note guys, in most sources ancient Greeks associated with the moon the following goddesses: Selene, Artemis, Hecate and Pandia. If you want to know the correlation about them, you can watch our video called Pandia. We have also included the link about Pandia in the video description below. On the other hand, so as for the Romans to avoid a copyright dashing from the ancient Greeks, they utilized their imagination and reshuffled the goddesses associated with the moon. By the way guys, in ancient times there were no copyrights the way we have them today. Moreover, Phoebe, like all of her sisters, was never involved in the war between the Titans and the Olympian gods and was spared from being imprisoned in Tartarus. Instead, she took her place at the Oracle of Delphi. Phoebe became the third prophet at the Oracle of Delphi, where she was believed to have heard her mother's voices. Her predecessors were Gaia and Themis. Gaia honorably gave away her place to her daughter Themis, who then gave it to her sister Phoebe. However, according to a Celus myth, Phoebe had felt like having an extreme burden to carry and gave away her place to her grandson Apollo as a present for his birthday, probably to motivate him. Apollo then presided over the prophetic power of light and heavens. In simple terms, as you all are aware of it, the Oracle of Delphi had a priestess/prophet that received the divine revelation from the god that oversaw the Oracle of Delphi. That specific priestess would be given the honorable title of Pythia. Most of you are mostly familiar with god Apollo having the position of the god that oversaw Delphi. Nevertheless, prior to him it was Phoebe who did hold that position. Finally, and according to most sources, the family tree of Phoebe is as follows. Phoebe was the daughter of Uranus and Gaia, and together with her brother Coeus, they had two daughters. One daughter being Asteria, the star goddess who, together with the titan Perses, bore an only daughter, the famous Hecate. The other daughter of Phoebe was Leto, who together with Zeus had two children, Apollo and Artemis. Leto was so beautiful that Zeus was head over heels for her, resulting in Hera getting seriously angry about it. Consequently, Hera was chasing Leto all over ancient Greece until Leto was able to give birth to her children. Okay, let us finish with the following saying: the best way to predict your future is to create it. Peter Drucker. That being said, remember guys to hit the like button and to subscribe to our channel, it would help us a lot. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.